If you want that special someone to prioritize you above all others, the one thing you must do is become an irreplaceable, core part of their life. Not through mind games or manipulation, but by making your presence so valuable, supportive, and admired that they simply cannot imagine being without you as their priority. Here's how. 1. Be their trusted confidant. Having someone you can tell anything to without fear of judgment creates an unbreakable bond. When you make it safe for your special person to open up and share their absolute deepest fears, anxieties, and insecurities with you, you become invaluable. No one wants to lose the person who provides a totally secure space to expose their vulnerabilities. The key is to be an exceptional listener when they need to vent or open up. Give them your full focus and attention. Don't judge or criticize what they say, no matter how irrational it may seem. Simply make space for them to release without repercussions. Validate their feelings as valid, even if you disagree with the perspective. Then, offer advice and counsel from a place of caring, not criticism. Provide a supportive perspective that helps reframe things in a more positive light. Make suggestions while reassuring this doesn't change how you see their worth as a person. However, know when to simply listen versus give advice. 2. Make them feel truly understood. In a world where most interactions feel surface level and superficial, having someone who deeply understands you for who you genuinely are behind all masks is priceless. We all crave to have our quirks, flaws, struggles, and core identity compassionately seen and accepted. When you get that special someone at their core, they'll hold you incredibly dear. It starts with studying that person's personality, values, fears, hopes, dreams, and life experiences to understand their entire makeup. Pay close attention to the small details and stories they tell about themselves. Remember little things about their past that shape them. Observe the unique qualities and characteristics that make them distinctly them. Then, remind them of those amazing parts of who they are, especially when they're being self-critical or doubting themselves. Help them reappreciate their best qualities during low moments. Celebrate the quirks and differences that make them beautifully unique. Don't try to champion them as flawless. That's disingenuous. 3. Bring them moments of joy. Life can sometimes feel like a grind of work, chores, stress, and monotony. When you make it your mission to spontaneously sprinkle fun, humor, and jubilant moments into their routine, it brightens their whole world in a way very few people do. You'll stand out as an emotional priority when you're the source of positive vibrancy in their life. It can be through surprising them with an unexpected silly gift for no reason, like their favorite childhood candy. Planning a surprise day trip to somewhere new, you'll both enjoy exploring together, injecting laughter and playfulness into mundane tasks like chores. The gesture doesn't need to be huge. It's about creatively finding ways both big and small to add adventure and boost their spirits when they're stuck in a rut. Don't underestimate the power of these spontaneous mood-boosting actions. In our high-stress, responsibility-filled routines, bursts of excitement and happiness delivered at just the right moment are rejuvenating. You'll be cherished and prioritized as the person who radiates vibrant positivity and wonder amidst the daily grind. Who wouldn't fight to keep that kind of light in their life? 4. Expand their horizons. As human beings, we naturally crave personal growth and having our perspectives and knowledge steadily expanded. Sure, the status quo can provide comfort for a while, but over time, we become bored and understimulated with the familiar. We yearn to learn, discover, and experience new things. When you awaken that sense of childlike wonder in your special someone by exposing them to fresh ideas and eye-opening concepts, they'll be utterly captivated by you. It doesn't require wild, over-the-top gestures. Start small. Introduce them to new authors, music genres, documentaries, or activities you're passionate about that they may not have experienced. Attend cultural events or festivals, celebrating backgrounds different than your own so you both can learn. Start taking classes locally to pick up an interesting new skill together. 5. Stand by them unconditionally. When life's biggest obstacles and most demoralizing struggles hit, is when we find out who our true priorities are. They're the people who show up solidly for us no matter what, without judgment, ultimatums, or walking away when the going gets tough. Having that reliable, reassuring presence who will stand by us through anything gets deeply inscribed in our hearts and minds. If your special someone faces turmoil like job loss, health issues, family emergencies, or any sort of crisis, show up fully. They don't need cheerleading or criticism. They need you. Offer a supportive listening ear to allow processing of fears and emotions without rushes to judgment. If guidance is wanted, provide wise counsel through that lens of compassion. Most critically, look for whatever practical assistance you can provide to remove burdens and make that difficult situation more manageable for them. Don't shame them for moments of vulnerability, weakness, or mistakes they've owned up to. Meet those with empathy, patience, and affirmation that this doesn't decrease their value to you. Have a reassuring presence that sets a tone of, "I'm here," no matter what storms arise. While fair weather companions will always exist, that level of unwavering loyalty and faithful presence creates bonds that cannot be broken. They'll absolutely prioritize keeping you at their core. 6. Be genuinely proud of them. While we all love feeling supported during life's darker moments, nothing fills our spirit more than having someone excitedly championing us as we strive towards our biggest goals and ambitions. Having that special person taking an avid, enthusiastic interest in our hopes for achievement and self-actualization truly electrifies motivation. We relish having a proud witness who intimately shares our journey. Start by learning the ins and outs of their deepest aspirations for their career, education, creative endeavors, or any area of life they are driven to excel in. Ask probing questions that show you care about comprehending their ambitions' details, the reasoning, the process, the obstacles. Then, celebrate even the smallest of progressive wins and milestones along the way. Send affirmations of sincere belief in their potential to achieve those lofty goals. When you hype up their successes and share authentic admiration at every step, you make them feel like an absolute champion. Not by cheap flattery, but by clearly demonstrating your genuine excitement over their hard-won accomplishments and journey progress. 7. Share quality time. These days, it's all too common for people to be physically present with loved ones while mentally checked out and distracted by devices or life's endless demands. When you give someone your intentional, deliberate, and undivided attention, powering down the phones, making eye contact, and listening actively, you're providing a level of connection that is sorely lacking in many people's lives. This mindful presence given without restraint tells them loudly and clearly, "You are my priority in this moment." During your shared in-person time, make them feel like the only thing that matters is connecting. Put aside any work or personal problems for a bit by giving your mind a rest from those nagging commitments and stresses. Be fully mentally present, attentive, and engaged. Make eye contact, ask questions, react with your expressions, put down your phone. Eliminate any distractions or tendencies to multitask. When you make your moments together a cherished sanctuary from the hustle and busyness, it separates your bond from all life's chaos. You're communicating through your intentional presence. For this time, you are my sole focus above all else. That feeling of being singularly prioritized and appreciated is rare. Those who provide it become irreplaceable priorities we protect at all costs. 8. Allow them to be utterly vulnerable. So much of our daily existence involves putting on facades, wearing societal masks, and editing ourselves to fit expectations. Having someone with whom you can completely take off that emotional armor and just be your beautifully imperfect, uncensored self provides a sanctuary of freedom rarely experienced in this world. That level of vulnerability allowed only breeds an intimacy and loyalty most people spend lifetimes vainly searching for. The key is fostering an unwavering environment of warmth, openness, and acceptance where that special someone never feels judged or punished for exposing their quirks, insecurities, failures, or embarrassments. Give them a safe space to unmask without fear of rejection or consequences. Meet their flaws and mistakes with compassion and empathy, not harsh criticisms or reprimands, no matter how imperfect they may seem. Validate their feelings as real without needing to fix them. When you allow them to shed all layers and just exist in their delightfully weird, complex humanity without inhibition, you create a sanctuary of respite from our society's unrealistic ideals and pressures to conform. That ability to take off the emotional armor and breathe as their most authentic, flawed self without restraint is a liberating experience they'll forever crave and prioritize you for providing. 9. Be trustworthy to the core. In a world plagued by disappointments, betrayals, and discontinuity, having someone whose integrity is genuinely unshakable provides a priceless foundation of reassurance. We all crave having unwavering ethical pillars we can truly depend on in our innermost circles. When you foster an environment of uncompromising trustworthiness and loyalty, you become one of those privileged few anchors they tenaciously prioritize and protect. Start by keeping your promises and commitments without fail, no exceptions. If you say you'll be somewhere or do something, move mountains to make it happen. Our words must be sacred bonds. Guard any vulnerabilities or confidences shared with you as utterly ironclad, showing fierce devotion to protecting that information. Be radically honest, even when the truth is uncomfortable or disappointing. Stick to your moral principles and values as unstoppable life guides. Very few prove this trustworthiness consistently. They recognize the treasure you are and will prioritize keeping your unwavering support cemented in their life as an absolute must. 10. Love generously and unconditionally. At the very core of the human experience, the greatest need driving all of us is the desire to feel unconditionally loved and accepted for our whole, imperfect selves. This pure, non-judgmental affection and caring we all crave provides our lives profound purpose. Those select people who can give us that level of complete love and understanding immediately become our top priority. That bond is invaluable beyond measure. Loving generously starts with being an endless source of affirmation, appreciation, and celebration for that special someone. Find frequent opportunities, both big and small, to express your devotion and care through words and gestures. Listen closely for hints of their insecurities or love languages, and find creative ways to speak to fulfilling those needs. Make them feel valued, attractive, and important through your attentiveness and actions, meeting their emotional needs. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comments section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.